This is Sarah. I thought I would come on here and do a quick and easy thank you card and use the new stamp of the month for January. It's called Every Thank You, and it's every single way of saying thank you that you could think of. So you've got different ways of putting the thank, and then you can add whichever you want. So you've got thank, and then obviously different types of you, and then you've got a thank you as a banner, as a star, as a speech bubble. Thanks a million. You have these cute icons as well, so thanks a ton. You've got stars and hearts, and it's such a cute set because especially after Christmas, you can never have too many thank you cards, right? For all those presents that you received, and just for somebody who may have done something kind for you. Maybe somebody's taken your children and helped out with a math class, or looked after them while you had an appointment somewhere, or just been a support. It's so nice to receive a little card just to say thank you, I really appreciate it. So I thought I'd do a fun card here. This is some of the new Happiness Lives Here paper, and these are scraps left over from my class this month, which you'll see the photos go up in the next day or so. I'm just finishing off the last few pieces. Lots of sparkle, lots of shine, lots of bling, and I'm in love with them totally, so I can't wait to share those with you. So make sure you are watching my page on Tuesday, and I will debut them there. But as you can see, I've already cut out my small bow from my thin cuts. So these are the small bow thin cuts. It's a 2-piece metal die cut which will fit in your Big Shot or Cuttlebug, or your whatever embossing and cutting machine you have. This is one of the bows that I made for my online class that I taught the other week. Was it 2 weeks ago, just before Christmas? And I showed you 100 ways, or not 100, slight exaggeration, but lots of ways to make bows. I love this thin cut, and you can see on this one I actually stamped on it as well. Right, so here we go with this one. As I said, I have used the remainder of the paper, just the scraps left over, because nobody wants to throw anything away, right? So my first piece that I've got to stick down is my paprika cardstock, and that is, as I say, from the kit. So I just find some adhesive. I'm going to take my tape runner, and this piece of paprika coloured cardstock is 4 inches by 5.25. So for my Japanese friends, 4 inches kokeru goten ni go dozo. Arigato. Ashiteru. Okay, and that fits onto my card front just like that. And as always, I'm using the value pack cards and envelopes. So these cards, there are 50 in the pack, and they are 5.5 by 4.25, and you'll find them on my website as always, and I love them. They're just, it's such a great way to get them. It means I always have cards bases ready to decorate. Okay, so my next piece of cardstock is 1/4 inch smaller. So this is 3.75 by 5. So Sante Nanago Kokeru Go Dozo. And I'm actually going to stamp on this, all right? So I'm going to use my foam sheet out of my stamp set. Ooh, and my nails are long. Yes, I still have my claws on. You know, Sarah's never happier than when she's got her claws on. All right, and we're using paprika ink. Okay, I'm just going to put the lid on my liquid glass because we are going to need that in a minute. So, and I do not want the liquid glass to dry in that nozzle, obviously. Okay, so paprika ink, I have chosen this bold font here. And so again, with all of the different ways of saying thank you, you might say, oh, Sarah, just one thank you would have been fine. But no, there's all sorts of different fonts. Some are more elegant, are more grown up. Some are more fun, which would be suitable more for children. This, you could stamp this in a light colour and then stamp the lines over the top in a darker colour. And I might show you that one in a minute. But I'm going to just take my thanks, ink it up on my ink pad. Make sure I've got a nice even ink coverage. And then I'm going to go straight down. Try and get it straight. Trying to keep my head out of the camera. And then straight up. And you can see it dries instantly. Love it! What's not to love, right? Okay, I'm now going to stick this piece down. I am so in love with this little set. It's so much fun. So much fun. There we go. That's nice and easy. All right, so let's put this bow together, and then it's got a chance to dry before I start moving it around and putting it places. As I showed you the other day, you can do this with glue dots, or you can do it with liquid glass. You know Sarah, she's the queen of liquid glass. And I've tied it up in here, and now, of course, I can't find anything. Okay, we'll do it on the ends. It's easier. Yes, I've finally tidied up my workspace. It had hit critical mass and there was stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh, I couldn't find anything. And so it was a matter of needs, must. Okay, I'm trying to do it on camera, so I'm hoping you can see it. And I'm not off camera. I'm just going to put that back on there. And we're just going to let that sit a second. Now, if you have some tweezers, pin set, you can pinch them together. I'm just going to let that sit a second, and this is our second part to it, which I'll use in just a minute. All right, so I have some of the Happiness Lives Here cut paper, and I'm going to use pieces on both sides, but I'm going to attach my Bluebell cardstock first. So this piece is, and I'll put it on my mat, you can see it's 1 inch wide, and it is 3.75 inches long. So 3.75 inches. And we are going to put it about, hang on, I'm going to need to place these on just so I can know approximately where I want to put them. And of course I've got adhesive on this one, so we'll just flip it over to the adhesive side. Maybe, just maybe, I should have worked from the bottom up. But that's fine. You can, and this is the beauty of me making a card online. You can actually see how I go about designing. Yep, something like that. All right, so we're going to put this piece about there. Die-tie. So for those of you who don't speak Japanese, that means approximately. So approximately there. And then here is some of my paper. Now, this card will take me about 5 minutes to make. It takes me longer to explain what I'm doing than it does for me to actually make the card. Now I want to move it up just a whisker. That's another technical term, right? You get all of the different language with Zara. I know I don't have an accent. You're going to say, yes, you do, but I don't. Well, I know I do, but man, I found a girl that I've been watching on the rabbit hole that is called Facebook. And oh my gosh, this lady, she is the cutest thing. She's the sweetest lady. And she comes from Eastern Kentucky. And I can understand about 1 in 8 words that she says. I have to keep rewinding it going, what did she say? What did she say? So maybe you all have the same problem with me. I don't know. I hope not. But this lady, she's adorable and she makes me laugh. And she laughs at herself a lot, which doesn't help when I don't understand what she said. Okay, so you can see these pieces are all 1 inch wide. This piece is half an inch, 0.5 inches. So 0.10 go inches. Okay, let's finish my my little itty bitty little bow. So here's my tag, right? We're going to put a little bit of liquid glass on it, just a dot in the middle. Come on. We don't want much because we don't want it squishing out everywhere, obviously. I love liquid glass. And this bit folds up over the top. Look how cute! Okay, I really do need my scissors. And I'm just trying to see if I can see them in the cupboard. This is what comes of being tidy. If I hadn't tidied up, I would know exactly where everything is. I tidy up and then I can't find anything. Is anybody else the same? Oh my gosh. Right, but these claws, they do have their uses. There, they might look a little bit unwieldy, but I promise you they are not. Like, there's not much I can't do with them. Okay, it doesn't matter that there's a little bit of liquid glass there because it's going to be hidden when I glue it down. But look how cute that is. And I don't know whether you can tell if I bring it up a little bit, but this center section is slightly darker. If I show you on another piece, you'll be able to see if I fold the corner over of it. Can you see the difference in color? Because of the tone-on-tone cardstock, and that's the same with this as well. All right, and then all I'm going to do is I am going to put a dot of liquid glass. Oops, get on camera, Sarah. I've moved my camera as well, as you can probably tell. So I'm not sure what everybody's seeing. I'm hoping that the light is better for you because it's daylight, it's not an artificial light, and even with an artificial lamp it's not always as easy to see. And there you go. Doesn't need anything else. You could put a sparkle here if you really wanted to, but to be honest with you, that is sufficient. Okay, now you could put a little heart here, so let's do that. Let's put a little heart just by the thanks, and we'll do it in the yellow. So the yellow in this kit is canary, so let's get the canary out. And then here's another tip and a trick. If you want to put something here, use your carrier sheet to decide which size is the best. You know that the stamps go onto the block, ink it up, and then again, I'm sorry if I get my head in it. Cute, perfect. And then just to finish that one off, so this is canary. All right, I'm going to clean these in a minute and put them away. I'm going to take my liquid glass one more time because I can, and you know I love my liquid glass. I love the shine. I love the shine that it gives. All right, so I'm just going to, come on, there we go. This bottle's starting to empty, so I have to wait a minute or so for it to come down to the nib. Now, if you get a bubble like I have there, just take your scissors and just pop it, okay? And it will self-level, and then you can fill in your heart. Now, if you find you've got bubbles like I have, and I was hoping that would happen so that I can show you what to do, you're going to take your piercing tool, or a needle, or a pin. I like to take my piercing tool and then just burst, carefully burst. And make sure you wipe the nib between every time. And get rid of all those bubbles. Okay, just takes a second. By making sure that that nib is dry, or the tip as opposed to the nib, it means that you're able to clear the bubbles easier. And there you go. Isn't that cute? I hope you like it. I hope it's taught you a quick and easy technique. Remember, you can get this set completely free with your order if you are a VIP on my website. So head on over there, sarahbacklin.ctmh.com, and you too can make this with the scraps left over from this month's class. Talk to you soon. Bye.